Hello everyone, it is me, Sirenu-Eve Art, dun 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 dun, back at it again with another video, obviously, which is why you're hearing my lovely voice. And today I'm actually painting a picture which I'm going to be giving as a present. So it was my cousin's birthday tomorrow, 24th of July. Well, hopefully tomorrow to use if I get this video uploaded tonight. If not, then it might be a bit over. But his birthday is the 24th of July. And he is a massive Melanie Martinez fan, or Martinez. I don't know how you pronounce her surname. I always said Martinez, but Melanie Martinez, yeah. But if it's wrong, I do apologise. And he's always loved her music and he's always listened to her. But recently, he showed me a few of her songs. I think they were Death and Void, it was called. And obviously this character she's created, like this pink bubblegum type mask she wears. I think it's only half a mask because the bottom, whenever I look at photos for reference when I was doing this painting, the bottom looked like her actual jaw and it just looked like the top part, where obviously the multiple eyes and the ears attached on were was latex or some form of mask. I'm not sure where because I did ask him because he showed me one of her little live performance parts on TikTok, and I don't know whether I think she wears an all latex suit, I think, because I've noticed when she's when I've looked at photos for reference for this and that, her whole body's pink and it doesn't look painted, it looks like a latex type skin suit. Prosthetics, makeup art, don't know how it's all done, but anyway, that is what I decided to paint. So I used a few reference photos, but I ended up just sticking with one main one. I was a little nervous to do this because I did obviously have other presents for him, but I know he likes posters and he collects quite a few different bits and bobs and he always puts them up on his wall. So I was like, oh well, since he likes Melanie Martinez and since I kind of find when he showed us this character she's creating, that I did kind of find it cool. And obviously I've never painted a person before. I've never painted hair, things like that. So this was going to be a tricky one, but at the same time, because it's slightly gimmicky and animated, and obviously it's not proper humanoid features. Obviously everyone has people have eyes, mouths, ears, things like that. But this is almost alien-fied, or the mouth's cat-like, or with it being bubbled up. The only thing I can think of is the mouth part of it reminds me a little bit of Who's off the Grinch, where it was that little bubbled effect they had on their mouth type thing to make it look all smoothed over. That's pretty much what it reminded me of. And since it's that, and obviously it's pink and teals and all these different colours, and obviously the eyes are very animated with them being really big, and obviously the eyelashes are dead accentuated, I thought I wouldn't struggle as much painting it, since it's not a realism, it's not a realistic drawing painting to do. I don't know, I can't explain what I mean, but I've said in many other videos, I struggle with more real life things plants, birds, animals, things like that. I do struggle to paint, but then if it comes to something animated, film, gimmicky, something that's just made up, I tend to be better at painting it, Studio Ghibli scenes, little animations, anything like that. I don't tend to struggle as much with, and I tend to enjoy more painting. So that's why I thought I'd give it a go. But yeah, so that's what I'll be painting in this video, and hopefully it turns out all right. I do go over at the end as well, the different parts that I think I could have done better and changed, because obviously this was my first attempt at trying to do something slightly portrait related in painting form. I've obviously drew people before, and it is much easier to draw than obviously it is to paint. But yeah, we will see. The bits I struggled with the most, I will just tell you now, is clearly the blending, and I didn't get the shading to a T, so... But I'll go over that at the end once you see the actual final outcome of the painting. But that is what we're doing in this video. It's a gift for somebody. I have got other gifts, he's not just getting a painting off me. But it does make me really nervous, because obviously when you want someone to like something, obviously it's even more stressful. But he likes Melanie Martinez, and I was like, no, we will paint it for him. And I kind of like the aesthetic of this character she's made, so I thought it would be a good thing to paint. Once again, using the Maya, the 52 pan gouache jelly pop paints, and I'm using my paintbrushes I always use, the Dale & Roney Graduate, Winsor & Newton Cotman, and the Winsor & Newton Professional watercolour brushes. And that's pretty much all, so I will get into the video. I have unfortunately sped this up really, really quick. Usually I just put it on times 2 or 4, but it's on an 8 just because this took me about 2 days to paint, with a few day break in between because I was doing full shifts and I literally had no time after work to do them. And that is that. But yes, without further ado, let's get into the video. These were the brushes I used. Typical Winsor & Newton professional range, and then the graduate Dale & Roney, and I also used the thinner, my 0. Was it that one? It must have been this one. My 000, sorry, Winsor & Newton Cotman as well. So they were the brushes I used. And obviously I used the Maya, and that was what it ended up looking like. So it's a gift. I've probably already explained at the beginning of the video, but it is a gift from my cousin. It's his birthday tomorrow, and he has always loved Melanie Martinez, or Martinez, I don't know how it's pronounced. And obviously I'm assuming this is like the new, like this is her current aesthetic, I think, that she goes for her newest albums. I don't really know too much about it. Obviously he's the fan, and it's just a gift I've done for him, because I know, like, he showed me some of the videos, like the Death and Void, I think they were called. And obviously she has like this prosthetics, I don't know whether it's prosthetics or like latex like type suit on, and it kind of looks like this. Obviously I'll show you in the corner the inspo photo, the photo I was looking on to get it. Oh god, excuse me, I'm tired, and oh, do you know when you just have to stretch? So this is how it turned out. Obviously I could have done it loads better. So I could have added more shading under the neck and obviously on the cheekbones, because it's like, from what I can gather from the photos that she has, the mask or like latex prosthetic thing that she has on her face, this bit's like podgy, like as if, like, the only thing I can explain it is, you know, like in the Grinch the Who's, like that type of thing, like it's like padded, so it almost looks like cat-like cheeks. It's the only way I can explain it. Obviously, so I should have done really more shading here to make it actually look like that, rather than just like a harsh line. And then the bottom of it looked like her actual face, so the mask, I think, only covers like this part with the fake, obviously, ears and stuff, and I think this is obviously like her actual features. And like the bottom part of her mouth was her mouth, but then all this is on the prosthetic part of it. I'm obviously not going to go into detail and explain the mask, because I actually don't really know too much about her as a person, or the whole behinds of the making of the character that she when she looks like is dressed like this and like at concerts and stuff. But yeah, just for my cousin really, because it's one of his gifts, so I thought I'd try and paint her. Also, first time, like, I know it's obviously this isn't like like she herself as a person obviously, but like this character isn't humanoid obviously, because like humans don't have ears like that and like things like that. So I don't tend to struggle as much painting things that aren't like real life. Like, I know it is real in the sense of she has made this character, but I mean like because it's like slightly animated-esque and it's like slightly fake and prosthetics, like I almost can draw it easier, where if it's like an actual person I struggle to draw like portraits. So I did struggle a bit with this, I won't lie, because obviously it still has certain features on, but because it's more animated and more my style, I didn't struggle too much, because obviously I've made the eyes way more gimmicky than like her actual prosthetic is. I keep saying prosthetic, like the face, like the fake latex mask she has on. Obviously the eyes I don't think have bottom lashes. I just added them on because I thought it looked better. Obviously the hair is different on the costume as well from the photo that I was using from the reference, but I obviously have never painted hair before, and as you can tell, obviously I've really struggled. It is a little bit it's not the best, let's admit. I've just kind of mushed loads of colours together to try and like kind of mimic hair, but like I said, I'm not too good, and obviously I've never painted hair or like an actual face before, so for a first attempt, and I've never done gold leaf before, so for a first attempt I think I've done all right. I thought I would just add a little bit. I need to get a frame for it as well. Hopefully I can get one tomorrow after work before I come home so I can frame it, but that is the painting that I've done for him. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much the end of the video. Obviously I'll upload this to Instagram, so be sure to check my Insta and my TikTok, because I do put the things on there. I do have technically an Etsy page, but I don't have any items to sell because obviously I don't sell anything at the moment. I just do this as a hobby and something I like. Obviously feel free to give a subscribe and a like on this video, and feel free as well to comment anything that you'd like to see, or what your favourite characters are, or what you like to paint. I always like hearing people's stories, and if you're a Melanie Martinez, however you want to say her surname, fan, then this might be the video for you. But I'm unfortunately not the biggest fan. Not that I'm not the biggest fan, I've just never really actually listened to her songs and that. I hear them now and then when my cousin plays them, but other than that, I don't know too much about her, so. But that's what I've painted for him, so hopefully he likes it. I hate giving things like, I've never given painting as a present before, so I'm like a little anxious because I'm like, oh god, what if they think it's rubbish? But it is what it is. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.